Paudie, it's been a long old season, just a couple to go.
Yeah. I think we spoke about it this week, obviously off the back of the result on Tuesday night was a bit disappointing. There's probably nothing in the game, really. If we'd probably been a bit more clinical at the top end, probably would have been different results. So, yeah, just spoke about finishing strong. Obviously, there's, as much as there's technically nothing to play for, if you want to say that, there is always something. Lads are playing for places next year. There's lads out of contract that need to put their hand up, and obviously for the ones that are under contract, it's about keeping your place in the team for next year. So, still plenty to kind of be excited about going into the last two games.
I guess from a personal point of view, it couldn't have gone much better, could it? Just apart from missing those couple of games for suspension.
Yeah, I suppose a bit of a black tick on the season, really, them couple, but yeah, look, on the whole, I can't be too disappointed with how it's gone, especially moving to a new club and settling in period and all that kind of thing. It's gone quite well. Probably one too many yellow cards, probably the only blip on it.
Do you feel, because there's a lot of young Irish players at the squad, and you're obviously not that old, but compared to them, you're one of the older ones.
Yeah.
Do you feel a bit of, not a responsibility, but you can help some of them?
Yeah, there actually is probably a small bit of that. When you see the likes of, as you said, we've Dano and Dill, Shawnee and Dush, and whoever else more, many there is of us. So yeah, there's a little bit of that. I think we've all kind of had quite a similar journey as well, in terms of all played in the League of Ireland at some stage. So you've kind of that in common as well. So yeah, anything that I can help with, I try to, and if they need to bounce things off, I'm there for it.
And they've all made such an impact, haven't they? You know, Sean has a lot of games this season. Danny's made some impacts in games. Then Dylan in the last couple has come in as well. I'm not saying you're like a father figure, but it must be a bit of pride in seeing them do well like Dylan last Saturday.
Yeah, because I suppose it just kind of reminds me of when I came over at 19, and I was probably first time for me moving away from home, obviously moving out from your parents and things like that. So for kind of all them to be on the same journey a few years later than me, it does, obviously, when you see him come out on the pitch and perform and take a chance, which pretty much they all have done this year on different occasions. So yeah, it's been a big positive for the club.
Yeah, Mark obviously had a similar experience, and he said to me a while ago, he said that of course there's a lot of cultural similarities between, you know, the Republic of Ireland and England, but it's still a different country, it's still a different way of life.
Yeah, it is, as you said, no matter kind of, as you say, how similar in a lot of aspects it is, you're still moving away from home, and you can't just jump in a car or jump on a train and kind of nip back after a game, which obviously a lot of lads do. So from that point of view, especially when you're younger and you might have a girlfriend or a partner or something like that over here, and you could come home after games and kind of be looking at the four walls sometimes. So on things like that, it's important that kind of lads have they kind of rally around each other, and they've always kind of something to do, and I think that was a big thing with the boys come over, and any bit of advice was just to kind of keep yourself as busy as you can.
I mean, the defensive performance this season has been exceptional. The fact that I have to think, you know, I can't think much past two, you know, really bad away days, says a lot about the performance of a group of defenders, not just, you know, one or two individuals.
Yeah, as you said, I think over the course of a probably 55, nearly 60 game season now, when you include all the cups, to only be able to think of maybe, as you said, the one or two that were definitely off days for us, and obviously we would have hoped that they wouldn't happen, but as you said, it's nearly bound to sometimes. So I think it's been a squad effort. I kind of spoke to people already about this, in terms of people say, oh, what's it down to, the clean sheets and that. It's the structures we have as a team, and we work a lot of it out in the training pitch on a Thursday and a Friday. And I think kind of nearly since we've gone to the 3-4-3, it was pretty evident early on that we were a lot more solid, and that means that you only kind of have to tweak little things on a Friday coming up against certain opposition, that they might do little things differently, but you have your kind of core bases there to be solid and hard to beat. I think we've kind of just built on that as the games have gone on.
And what do you make of Carl as a keeper? You've played with him behind you for most of the season.
Yeah.
For me, he's been incredibly impressive, and you can see him having a very successful career going forward.
Yeah, I actually know Rushy because we have the same agent, so I kind of knew him before he come in, and Hunty, our agent, was kind of speaking highly of him. I played against him in League 2 last year when he was at Walsall, so I kind of knew what he was about. But yeah, he's even taken me by surprise as to kind of how good he is, and kind of how high his ceiling is, because I think it's only going to go from strength to strength. This has done kind of the world of good to come into League 1. we're kind of a bit similar to League Two in terms of a lot probably more physical than maybe the Championship or higher. So it's only going to stand him in good stead going forward, and I've no doubt he'll push on and go higher again.
Morecambe on Saturday, team, and you've played a few of these already, haven't you? Like Plymouth, like Sheffield Wednesday, admittedly they're at the top, but playing with more pressure perhaps on you than on you as a team at the moment. They're fighting against relegation. A couple of good results of late, but they need to win the game, so there's a different pressure on them.
Yeah, there is. And I suppose in one way it probably makes for a neutral probably the game a little bit better, because there will be something on the game. But look, it's just up to us to go up and put on a performance, especially off the back of Tuesday. I know we'll have fans travelling up as well, so we want to send them away happy and make sure that we're finishing strong as we can. And look, we can only look after ourselves, and whatever Morecambe do, that's on them. So we'll just look after ourselves.